afternoon. The first TED Talk I watched was How I Beat Stage Fright by Joe Cohen. He explained that he had an irrational fear of performing in front of others. The first time he performed at the local open mic night, he was so nervous that the audience was focused on his discomfort rather than his performance. Watching this TED Talk, I could relate to Joe because when I begin a speech, I feel my voice is shaky, similar to Joe. During Joe's first open mic night, he got a small glimpse of audience connection, but he knew that he had to get past his nervousness. He went back week after week thinking his nerves would disappear, but that was not the case. The way he ended up overcoming his fear was by embracing it and exploiting the problem. He did this by writing a song about his fears and nerves. Through watching this TED Talk, I learned that you must move past your nerves in order to have a significant audience connection. I also learned that the only way to get past fear is to recognize you have it and embrace it. Hiding the fact that you have nerves and fears will not make them go away. I think this is an important lesson because I used to say to myself before a speech that I'm not nervous, and yet saying that did not take my nerves away. I'm going to take Joe's advice and embrace my nerves during my persuasive speech. The next TED Talk I watched was How to Speak So That People Want to Listen by Julian Treasure. During this TED Talk, I learned about the 7 deadly sins of speaking: gossip, judging, negativity, complaining, excuses, lying, and dogmatism. Julian explained that we often speak with no purpose by gossiping or judging, and our audience does not listen. It's just noise. The human voice is the most powerful sound in the world. Therefore, when we talk, Julian suggests we be honest, authentic, show integrity, and have love for our audience. I think this is a very important lesson, not only for delivering a speech, but also in everyday life. Before my next speech, I'm going to go through the warm-up exercises Julian demonstrated, such as rolling my R's or lifting my arms in the air, taking a deep breath, and letting it out in order to warm up my voice. The last important lesson I learned during this TED Talk was that silence is powerful and that our voice is an incredible instrument that has the power to change pitch, volume, register, along with many other skills. Instead of rushing through my speech when I deliver my persuasive speech, I'm going to try and take pauses, especially to emphasize an important point. I'm also going to be conscientious about the pitch and tone of my voice and change it accordingly to make a point. I have really enjoyed taking this course and have learned many useful skills throughout the semester. The first skill that I will carry forward with me is to stay planted with a strong posture when delivering a speech. Before this class, I tended to sway and move my feet frequently when giving a speech. The next takeaway I received from this class is the importance of research to back up your thesis when delivering a speech. Before this class, when I thought of speeches, I thought of discussing what you know or describing your opinion. However, I learned throughout the semester, whether you're giving an informative speech or a persuasive speech, you must have evidence to back up what you're saying. I learned being a trustworthy speaker will allow your audience to engage and connect with you and the topic you are discussing. Lastly, my goal for delivering my persuasive speech is to work on the pitch and tone of my voice so it does not sound monotone or robotic. I want to have a convincing voice where I persuade my audience to support local businesses. Thank you for a great semester.